Hello everybody, this is Diane. I am making 4 strawberry journals for strawberry season this year, and I have 2 of them done. So I'm going to go ahead and get these 2 put in the shop, and then I'll work on the other 2 this coming week. So let's start with this large journal. This I did in a domestic arts style, and it is big. It's 8.5 by 10.25. So that's a big book. I used this beautiful cross-stitch piece that someone sent me in a Happy Mail, and it fit perfectly on this size book cover. It's just a plain beige book cover, but this fit perfectly on it, and it is exquisite. All of that detail, it's just beautiful. I used this brown strawberry printed fabric that someone sent me in a Happy Mail. I got a lot of strawberry items in Happy Mails, which I really appreciate. And then I put this red polka dot grosgrain ribbon. And I also, in a Happy Mail a while ago, got some paper clips with dangles, little beads on them. So that was really cute. And I used this door knocker type of brad to fasten it on there. It has 3 signatures. There is a label up here that you can write your name. Scrapbook paper here. I use all kinds of things in these journals. I use wrapping paper, wallpaper, scrapbook paper, magazine pages. You'll see all kinds of stuff. So this is scrapbook paper right here, this pretty pink. And this is a piece of a wallpaper border. It's got little bunnies and a basket full of raspberries and strawberries along the border. And this is just a word out of a magazine, from a magazine ad. There are words at the top of the page of each signature, and I believe they all came from the same ad. And the images from the ad are in here too. So I'll point that out just for your own information. So that just says strawberry. This is a vintage recipe card for old-fashioned strawberry pie, and I put a fabric tab here, and I did not cover the back with a journaling paper because I thought you might want the recipe. So if you want to journal on it, you can cover that up with paper that you can journal on. I just used one of my little strawberry stamps there. Here we have the green index page from a large atlas. It was perfect for this large book. And there's a strawberry paper clip up here that I got in a Happy Mail. This is from a collector's cookbook from the Women's Day magazine in 1966. And it doesn't have a strawberry pie recipe on the back, but it has strawberries on the picture on the front. And then this is a piece of heavy vellum. It was part of a stencil page, and it had several different stencils that you could cut apart and use. So those stencils are in this book as pockets, but I just put the words Scrumptious Strawberries up there. You can take that piece and put it anywhere in the book, glue it down to a page, whatever. This is a red gridded architect or engineer's paper. It was on a roll. I've got a large quantity of it. And a fabric strip there, cluster. This came from a craft book about needlepoint, and this one is called Rabbit in a Berry Patch. So there's some berries. And this is a piece of fabric. I think I got this in a Happy Mail at one point. So it's just a basket of berries. There's a pretty ruffled ribbon up there, or fabric, and some pink guest checks. This one came pink, and this one was dyed. I got that either with an order, that was an extra with an order, maybe I ordered it from 9 of Crones, I don't remember. And then we've got some strawberry stickers all along here. Now this is just a children's book page here, and on the back is an elephant, baby elephant. I didn't want to cover him up, but you can do a collage on here if you want to, or whatever you want to do. This is from a gardening binder, and it has the strawberry plant on it. This is scrapbook paper. It's got dots on it. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, I better turn this light on. That helps. And a piece of strawberry printed fabric on the edge of the page. Here's another atlas index page from a different large atlas. And there's a card here, just a little greeting card, a Mother's Day card with strawberries and teacup and a letter. And it's not old, it's dated 2004. And it's just got a couple of things written on it. And you can cover those up if you want to. But I left them there, and there's space in here for journaling. This is a white vintage shipping tag with the metal grommet in there. And I Mod Podged a napkin to it. I just used a paper clip to hold this flap shut. I love these big pages. You have lots of space to do some art journaling or collaging. Here's one of the pieces of the vellum stencil. It says stencil number 2 of 3. And a recipe card with a basket of strawberries. This is wallpaper. A large calendar from Currier and Ives. And it's got a journal card. And I just saw who I got these from, but I don't remember now. It's just a set of 5 pages of journaling cards, strawberry journaling cards. And here we have, this is a stamp that someone has, and she stamped it. It's either Mary or Mardell. So it was a very recent Happy Mail, and I got them both on the same day. So she stamped this on the outside of the envelope, and I cut it out and put it on here. She also stamped a couple, like journal card size papers with that stamp. But I just put the envelope piece on this, and then there's a piece of ribbon with embroidered fruit on it, including some strawberries. This is from a calendar, Homegrown Strawberries. And I didn't realize I was putting 2 calendars back to back like that, but that's okay. You can have lots of room for journaling or collaging, gluing in your photos. This is a piece of vellum that forms the pocket, and it's a crocheted doily that the giver of this said that this shape here reminded her of strawberries. So that's why she sent it to me. And I wrapped it, I sewed it and glued it to a piece of vellum, and then folded the vellum around the edge of that calendar page, and it makes a pocket. So there's a recipe card, and this is a page from a magazine, June 1948, from Country Gentleman, and it says a strawberry party for boys and girls. It says Hodge up here because on the other side of the page it said Modge Hodge, and the other piece is in this journal somewhere. And here is just a pretty little thinking of you card. You can write on that. This is the other side of the wallpaper. There's a fabric ribbon here and just a little strip of fabric. And this is a little sack that I made with my jelly bean. It's by Sizzix, but it's jelly bean soup. It's a little sack, it looks like, but they call it a scallop edge pocket or something like that. And I sewed one of those journaling cards to it before I glued it together. And then inside it, I just took this strip that I cut from a photo album, and I just tucked that in there for journaling. This is a collage pocket that we made in a video. I used a new die that cuts out this pretty shape at the top of the pocket. And so I did a video just showing these dies and where they came from, and there's a link in that video for these dies. And I just collaged on it and tucked this little strawberry shortcake invitation in there. I sewed my scrapbook pages together so that they would be large enough. And I believe that this is the magazine ad that the words came from that you'll see on the fronts of the signatures. Kraft Pure Strawberry Preserve. So it just looks like a jar full of fresh berries. And I just love that image. And it was nice and tall and thin, and I just thought it was so cool. So I backed it with cardstock and made it a tuck spot. And there's another recipe card. And this is the plant binder page with fabric and some pink gimp. I love this picture. Here's the other side of that elephant page. And some more poems over here. And the other side of the craft book with the rabbits in the berry patch design. Just has some more berries over here. And here I made a pocket out of leftover piece of scrapbook paper. And this is from my plant card greenhouse box that I got. It has a strawberry plant on it. And here's a recipe for strawberry shortcake gypsy style. It's backed onto ledger paper so you can use it for journaling. This is an embroidery transfer of strawberries, a vintage one. It's just a little eyelet and ribbon sewn there. A piece of that wallpaper border. And this is a large tag that I made custom fit for this pocket. And this is a little strip from wallpaper, or wrapping paper I mean, and a printable label, which I believe is from the Graphics Fairy, a freebie, but I'm not sure. And it just said something about happy birthday on here, and I just covered that part with some washi tape. That's the first signature. We have a shopping list here with strawberries on it, and this really cute red strawberry applique. Second signature has, it doesn't have words on the top. Maybe it's, oh, they're on that side. Okay. This is the large pocket, the large envelope for the strawberry transfers. And there's a picture of strawberries on the front, and the colors work really well with this journal. And this is from a very vintage magazine with a really luscious looking strawberry cake or strawberry shortcake. There's ledger on the back, so you can write on it. And this is a tab that I made with, oops, sorry, one of these pieces were cut out of those pockets that I made with those new dies, and that's the piece that got cut from the pocket. That's the throwaway piece. So I made a tab out of it. And then it says plump and delicious berries. Here is one of the atlas pages in green, and this is a napkin. I Mod Podged it to some white cardstock and just cut it out and made a tuck spot. And this is a digital from the old design shop. She has some flashcards. So I just printed out a page of 4 cards of the berries. And the architect's paper again with another fabric cluster. It has a little piece of an embroidered piece with strawberries on it. Some eyelet behind it. And another craft book with strawberry designs. This one has a pink guest check, and I stamped this strawberry onto a quilting pattern thing. It's got lines on it. I just stamped it and cut it out. And here's another children's book page that really doesn't have anything to do with strawberries, and you can do what you like with the page underneath, but it's got a big fabric flip with that some more of that embroidered piece and some gingham fabric. Some more guest checks here, and just this image of berries cut from a magazine. Now this is not really a strawberry. It is a flower, but it's called Indian strawberry. And it really looks like a strawberry. And the flowers are bright yellow. Even the flowers, strawberry plant flowers are white with a yellow center, but the shape of it and the leaves, it just looks like a strawberry plant. There's another picture of it. Some scrapbook paper here, some fabric, and a journal card. Here's this, another of the stencils with a double recipe card tucked in there. This is just a little bonus fabric flip because I wanted to use it. It's from a table covering or table, just a small little tablecloth, and it had this fringe on it and some strawberries, and it's very soft and very vintage, and it was so cute. So I put it on there. Wallpaper here. The calendar again. This is a pink paper receipt page from Wilson and Warren estate sales. And this little piece I fussy cut from a magazine. This is from an old magazine, this page, and it looks like it's strawberries and cream. There's lots of room that you can collage around it without covering up the berries if you want to. And this is a stationery page with bunnies and berries. I thought that was so pretty. I just covered up the back side of this magazine with it. And on this side it's that estate sales receipt that covers up that back page. And here's another piece of the crochet. Something in there was making that card stick. So a little crumb of tape in there. So I just sewed that down at the top and the bottom. I flipped it over front and back. Makes a little tuck spot. I don't know if you want to keep it in there. It might slide out, but I left it in there for you. You can do what you want with it. The back side, I didn't glue that down. It's just loose. And I did sew on another little crocheted piece with a pink center. Sorry. Another fabric cluster there. Jelly bean soup sack with the photo album strip. This is scrapbook paper with this pretty pink and white ribbon and a couple of cards with strawberries on them. This is also from a vintage magazine. So we've got a nice basket of berries, homemade strawberry jam with some jellies, fruit pectin. And here, this little piece right here says special free coupon offer, page 172. And here's another recipe, family size strawberry shortcake. I could eat a piece of that right now. And there's the Indian strawberry plant. Here is the other side of that children's book page. This book is called Benjamin's Barn, and he imagines different things in his barn. There he is up in the hay loft peeking down, and there's a raccoon and a sleeping princess. And there's a marching band and geese apparently in the barn. Here's the other side of that craft page, and there's a pocket made with scrapbook paper and a journaling card, and there's a napkin collage tag stuck in there. This was fussy cut from a piece of wrapping paper and just glued on as an embellishment. I sewed this pink pocket down, and you can tuck something in behind it and inside it. This is another strawberry that was stamped onto that quilting paper. Some more embroidered strawberries up there. There's a recipe card and a journal card, both featuring strawberries tucked in there, and another large journaling card and another recipe card. There's that shopping list, and I just added this bowl of strawberries and cherries from Victoria magazine and just added a little washi tape to decorate. And on the last signature it says fresh fruit good. Remember that big glass of fresh strawberries from Kraft jelly or jam or preserves? I guess it was preserves. They are fresh fruit good. That's why they put the fresh berries in there. This is also from a vintage strawberry jelly ad. It's Giant Berry and another of the labels. And this is a card. I covered up the greeting here with a sticker label. Oh, I cut the card off the back and just added some ledger paper to it. Here's that other page that says Podge. So it's hodgepodge, and it features strawberries and just some activities for children to do at a party. There's another strawberry paper clip up there. And the activities and games feature strawberries too. Another craft page. This might be the berries. Yeah, the bunny and the berries picture. This fabric flip was actually sent to me in a Happy Mail. So I just added that to the page and put some rickrack on the top. Another children's book page with a dyed guest check. This one is a real strawberry plant. This one has lots of room for you to add. You can write on that because it's light enough. This is a trim with some pink embroidery on it. And here we have an envelope just clipped over the page, and I glued this chocolate dipped strawberry on the envelope, and inside is a large recipe card and a strawberry shortcake game card or flash card. And the last stencil piece with a recipe card, some wallpaper, another envelope, and inside the flap you will see strawberries. And this is a real vintage strawberry label for preserves. I glued it to cardstock to make it sturdy, and then this flap will just tuck in there. And inside I folded up this piece of printer paper that features berries, including strawberries. And the main page itself is a strawberry image. And there's a card tucked in behind that too. There's the cover of the Country Gentleman magazine where that children's hodgepodge page came from. It's got a little pink label on there for Mrs. Grant Gates from Union, New York. I did not cover the back side of that page, but you can. There's a calendar page, this beautiful strawberry fabric, and I love this card. This was from the Little Golden Book postcard book. Remember to stop and smell the strawberries, and it's the pokey little puppy, one of my kids' favorites. There's another of the embroidery transfers and one of the collage pockets and a invitation with strawberries on it. There's a little digital of a cigarette card with wild strawberry plant on it. This is from a magazine. It looks like either vanilla pudding or lemon pudding, and it's got strawberries and cream, whipped cream on it. I put it on cardstock and glued it on as a cute little tuck spot. Some more berries. And this came out of a magazine, the word strawberries, and that little cluster of berries came from a magazine. And here's another pocket made from that wallpaper, and I created a tag to go with it. Just collaged some wrapping paper. These are both wrapping paper pieces on it. This is scrapbook paper, and that's a digital label. And we have another shopping list and another image from a magazine. Someone's cutting up berries. Look at the berry stains on that basket. And this is one of the pockets from one of the new digital, or the new dies that I got. And I did show this in a previous video, one of these process videos. So it just makes this pocket with the separate pieces on the front. I actually cut everything out of white and then stamped background stamp on those, and I demonstrated that on the video. And these cute little embellishments were made for me by Mardell and sent in a Happy Mail, and they are the perfect accent for that pocket. So I said in a previous video, or maybe it's a video that I didn't actually post, because I did one that I didn't post and I don't remember what I said in it, but I would have had to put glue here on the back side of here and here to make these little pockets, but I didn't do that. So this is a long pocket, so the tag goes all the way down in there, and this is a medium-sized pocket. And then we have the short little pocket down at the bottom. So maybe on another one I will try gluing all of the bottoms down so we just have little pockets to tuck little things into. This is the original cigarette card. And that's a cute little tag with a metal eyelet that I got in a Happy Mail. I used the same strawberry fabric that's on the spine to I just cut a strip to tie it closed. So, I don't know what, I didn't think of names for these. I'll just call this cross stitch strawberry journal because it's got the cross stitch design. Now I need to go through this journal. This is the smaller one, obviously, and it is 5.5 by 8 1/4. It's tied with a red sheer ribbon, and it has a napkin Mod Podged to the cover, and the cover had these wavy blue and red stripes on a beige background, and the stripes show through, which I think is great. I was hoping they would. And I put some red fabric and some gingham ribbon and eyelet on the spine and covers for decorations. This is a vintage label, and I glued it to a printable label and just glued them down together. This part isn't Mod Podged. There's wrapping paper on the inside, and I did a collage on the front page of each signature with journaling space. This little leaf needs to be glued down. And I put lace on some of the pages, as you can see. This one is a sturdy page. I got this in a Happy Mail. I don't know what it came out of, but it's quite sturdy, and it had the red background. This is wrapping paper that I glued to cardstock and made a pocket. There's green ledger paper, that red engineer's paper, pink dyed paper, and I just glued that little cutout piece there. These pages that are in this journal, and they'll be in the other two journals that I'm making, I'm not even sure where they're from, because I tried to find it on Etsy, because I may have deleted a page from my downloads, I'm not sure. So I tried to find it on Etsy from my orders, and I couldn't find it. So I'm not sure. This might have, oh, it's the Alphabet Shop. That's right. So these digitals are from the Alphabet Shop. And you get a lot of pages, but they're supposed to print out on 12 by 12 paper. I really don't know how you're supposed to do that. I think most people that have home printers, they print out 8.5 by 11. So when I go to print it 8.5 by 11, instead of 12, it shrinks it down to more like 8 by 8, which is fine. It's just a smaller page. It doesn't go all the way to the end, but that's fine. I love the images. And here's one of those little sacks that I made. I stenciled on the backs of the white pages. I'll just kind of flip through this one a little quicker because it has a lot of the same elements. This was on the envelope from Mary, I think, and I loved this image, and it's got the strawberry wrapping paper. I just added some washi tape because what was up here came off. I just thought she was so cute, and I just tucked a couple of things in there. There's an envelope here that goes with some of that strawberry stationery. There's nothing in the envelope. I made this little fabric pocket and just added some strips of fabrics and bias tape and ribbon. And this is from Strawberry Shortcake wrapping paper. It's glued to cardstock. Again, the collage pockets will be in all 4 of the journals. And there are the napkin Mod Podged tags in all 4 of the journals also. This is a piece of vellum with a piece of fussy cut gift wrap on it. This is a piece of gift wrap. And this is a tag that somebody sent me in a Happy Mail with the strawberries glued onto it. This is from a package of postage stamps featuring fruits and vegetables. It had strawberries on the title piece, so I saved them. And I had 2 packs of those stamps, so I used that twice in 2 different journals, I believe, where maybe I haven't used the second one yet. There's a recipe card, and it's tucked into a piece of gift wrap. Second signature has another collage on the front. It's a strawberry plant from a magazine. This is also from a magazine. I just want you to be aware you can see the words from the other page that show through backwards. But I love that pretty colander. It looks brass, with full of those beautiful berries. And then there's a fresh strawberry pie recipe tucked inside. There's a sticker up here. Wrapping paper with some collage spots on it. There's a fabric flip. This is a fold-a note with strawberries on it. Another image from a magazine. Kind of looks like lady fingers surrounding some cake with strawberries on it. I don't know where I got these tickets. They were in my box of stuff. I may have gotten them in a Happy Meal. Another fabric pocket with the little pieces of ribbon and fabric. And here's a card that I made to go in the pocket with a recipe for strawberry cream cake. Wallpaper pocket. I cut her out of one of the strawberry shortcake wrapping paper pieces that I had. She's so cute. Some more stickers just going down the side of that page. Another piece of wrapping paper here. These are some of the, I think somebody took a picture of their berries in a basket and printed the picture out on an 8.5 by 11 page, because I'm pretty sure I got that in a Happy Meal. And that's what it looks like to me, that it was printed from someone's photo, and it's just luscious. And here's the final collage page, and I used these images that I stamped. They're my new Stampin' Up! Stamp called Sweet Strawberry, and the die set wasn't available when I ordered it, so I just stamped these and colored them and fussy cut them out. There's that strawberry shortcake wrapping paper. This is just a little sticker with a character, a mouse character with a berry on his head. This is a fussy cut from a scrap of really pretty strawberry wrapping paper. It kind of blends right in, but I glued it onto the guest check so it would show up better, but it is a different wrapping paper from the wrapping paper that it's glued to. Love this fabric. I didn't have a very big piece of that, but I love it. There's some stationery. Another strawberry sticker. This is a postcard. And here is someone assembling that cake with the lady fingers. This little tuck spot I assembled by sewing 2 scrapbook pieces together because I loved this striped paper and it wasn't big enough. I made a pocket here with scrapbook paper, and this is from a recipe book, but it is how to buy berries, different types of berries, and store them and prepare them. And strawberry invitation. Another envelope with some stuff inside. This is that stamp. And another pocket with another Mod Podge tag. And another collage pocket. this came from a children's dictionary, strawberry ice cream. There's another little image, little tiny image that I cut from a magazine. And a piece of wrapping paper as a tuck spot. It's on cardstock. And then that other pocket was too big. I'm not going to take all these out, but the other pocket was too big for this size of journal, so I used my Tim Holtz stitch slots pocket, and I added one of the strawberry ephemera pieces and some small tags tucked in there. So, I don't know. I guess they don't need special names. You will see by the picture which ones they are. So I'll just have 2 strawberry journals in my shop, and you can go follow the link below to see my shop to see if the journals are still there. But these are the 2 that are there when the video goes up, and these are the 2 that I will be working on next. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a comment below and give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Have a creative day today, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.